It's been a couple days, but we are back. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. TG here, back with the video. Guys, this is about Amazon and some of the stuff on Amazon that people have not been talking about. Now, when I'm talking about this, everyone thinks about Amazon. They think the e-commerce giant, they're just with their warehouses, fulfillment centers, and shipping packages and stuff. It's a lot more than that. And I want to dive into the two aspects of Amazon that I think is going to propel this company into the next level. Now, let's go ahead and check out Amazon. Having a pretty solid week this week, I'm not going to lie. 4.6%. The account likes that. If we look at this week, we're up a cool $6.2 thousand this week. Not bad at all. Took a couple days off. I wanted to come back stronger than ever. We're coming back strong, I'll tell you that. Had to deal with market gains a little bit. It's water under the bridge, but you guys heard what I had to say. I'm not changing my stance. I still think what I think, and a lot of people think that as well. But we had to do it. We had to call them out, and that's what happens. If people step out of line, you call them out. That's exactly what we did, and now we're back here calling out a good play on Amazon, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the financials quick of Amazon. It's actually incredible. Let's go ahead and look at last quarter's growth. Revenue $96 billion, insane. Net income $6.33. Profits increasing, and earnings per share up 192% year over year. Cash on hand $29 billion. Obviously, that's all great and all. We reviewed that in the last video. Their financials are solid. They're continuing to grow at an extremely fast rate. Now, what I want to talk about is this part of Amazon. Their AWS, that's the first part of this. AWS is obviously their cloud storage and data center, and it is extremely profitable. The most profitable thing in Amazon, actually, and equates to about 13% of all of Amazon's revenue. Now, this thing jumped 29%, which is insane, bringing in $11.6 billion last quarter alone. A big majority of that being profit, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. If we go ahead and look at this, their revenue is huge growth, very huge growth. Now people think this chart, it's going down. You got to realize percentage-wise, growing this rate is huge. Obviously, at first it's going to grow a lot bigger because they're not having much revenue. Now that they're having tens of billions of revenue a quarter, it's huge. This is just incredible, the amount of profit that they bring in for the company, and why I think it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. A couple days ago, 2 days ago actually, Twitter just announced that they have strengthened their position with AWS and just hopped into a multi-year agreement. Now, Twitter is obviously probably the biggest social media company behind Facebook, and it is going all in with AWS. Big companies like that are really good for AWS, okay? You have bigger companies starting to join in, paying a lot of money to be in their AWS. This is huge. You've also seen companies like Star Alliance go all in, Future Arm Holdings, MGM. A ton of companies recently are going all in with their AWS. Now, AWS charges a lot of fees to use those Amazon Web Services, and that is a ton of profit for Amazon. I will not be surprised next quarter if we see Amazon's AWS revenue over $12 billion in that one quarter alone. That's just one of the many things. Obviously, AWS is a growing business. It is a growing sector, and a lot of companies are trying to do AWS, but not doing it on the scale that Amazon is doing it. I'd say Amazon and Microsoft are the two biggest ones when it comes to AWS for their companies. Microsoft has a very good AWS as well, but obviously everyone knows that Amazon is a little more superior when it comes to their AWS and has a lot bigger clientele. Now, another thing I want to go over there is their ad revenue. Ad revenue jumping huge, 51% to $5.4 billion. Now, this is a sector people don't like to talk about, but their ad revenue is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. We know this firsthand, that advertising, we look at companies like The Trade Desk, advertising is the future. Advertising is the present, and people are spending big money to advertise. Now, Amazon is not only advertising, different companies and stuff, they're also advertising products. Now, these third-party sellers that sell on Amazon, they can pay a lot of extra money to get their product featured on the front page or on recommended of people. They have to pay a lot of money for that. Now, especially during Christmas time, they're going to have to pay a lot. If you want your product up there on the front page, you're paying a very hefty price, but in turn, it helps them. So if you think about it, it always is going to benefit Amazon. You know, people are paying to get their product on the front page. People buy it. Amazon profits from the ads. They profit from the people buying it. They profit from the people using it over and over and over again. They're Amazon Prime members, which hopefully will be at almost 200 million by the end of the year. I'm very excited to hear what the exact number is for those Prime members. But this is a huge growing business. And the reason I obviously love their e-commerce, I think their e-commerce is going to grow and grow as well. But I think people are not talking as much about the potential and the market penetration that AWS and ad revenue can have on this company. And is why I think it is going to be one of the driving factors that can justify Amazon's PE ratio being this high, because it's so forward looking and this is going to bring in so much money in the future. I mean, we're talking 51% ad revenue gross in a year. 51% is significant, a very significant amount. Now, we're talking over a couple years what this is going to be like for advertisements. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be the size of some companies alone for their revenue. Now, we talk about AWS. That's their biggest growing thing. You have revenue increases of 39% and international revenue of 37%. You know, it's incredible how much this thing is growing and growing at a level that we haven't seen before. Now, people were talking about the Jedi contract. As of right now, Microsoft has the Jedi contract, but Amazon is appealing it to see if they can get this Jedi contract. But obviously big. It's a $10 billion contract. That's obviously huge for the company. It's why Microsoft shot up. I'm also bullish on Microsoft, by the way. I really like both of the companies. We went ahead and sold a bunch of put credit spreads on it, and we're up pretty well. Video on that coming up pretty soon about these credit spreads. But it's a great way to make some good money, and it's one of the things that's really helped my account this past month actually. Just really driving these credit spreads and getting a ton of profit. As you guys can see, $9,000 gain in the past month. So, I'm preaching you guys some good stuff, and I hope you guys take advantage of this because it's a very good strategy, and when used right, it can be very lucrative. Now, Amazon is the future. I'm sticking with Amazon. Like I said, I got $100,000 worth of Amazon. I plan on holding that for a while, 32 shares. But yeah, we're just going to be holding till earnings. I think earnings are going to be, an absolute blowout. And Amazon honestly has not really moved much in the past 5 months. If we go ahead and look at this chart, we go ahead to where it was in like July, sitting right about $3,200 a share, and it's it's 32.38. So in like 5 months, it's increased $38. It's not even 0.5%. It's like 0.1%, 0.2, 0.3%. So obviously has a lot of room to grow. 2 consecutive back-to-back earnings beats. Let's see if we can get 3 potential stock split as well. This company's going to fly. Guys, let me know what you think about Amazon. I love it. I'm all in. You guys know that. And I'm expecting to see huge growth in both the AWS and advertising sectors this year, especially for this quarter coming up. So it's the future. I'm in on it. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe button. Welcome back.